Hello, everybody. Join me today as we make healthy, clean, and hormone-friendly, no-bake protein balls that are not going to break the bank. If you're new to my channel, hi and welcome. My name is Jenn J. I am an advanced nutritionist and women's hormone health coach. My practice is built on empowering women who are struggling with hormonal imbalances and debilitating symptoms, things like PMS, painful periods, mood swings, weight issues, and everything that comes along with that, okay? And I help these women reclaim their lives and put all of these period problems to rest through simple, actionable diet and lifestyle tips and recipes, all right? And I do all of this while helping the entire family eat healthier. So today we are going to be making a no-bake recipe of protein balls. They're very simple, and they're also a really great way for you to get your daily dose of protein, but also have a ton of other benefits. Let's go into those really quickly before we dive into this. Number one, they are the perfect snack to have between your meals and when your PMS munchies take over, because they're going to help keep you full. Okay. Number two, protein balls also help you lose weight or maintain your current weight because they are a low-calorie snack. Number three, you can use them to maximize the different nutrients that our bodies need during the different times of our menstrual cycle. Number four, they're the perfect little energy boosters when that 3 p.m. crash cycle hits. And if you haven't learned how to overcome that, be sure to click on the link to the video that I'm putting here, somewhere here in the in this video, for you to go over and learn how to avoid that 3 p.m. crash to begin with. Number five, they are family friendly, so you can actually make a batch for yourself and not have to worry about what's in them. Especially when your little ones ask for 1 or 5, right? And then number six, and lastly, is that protein bowls make a really great post-workout snack because they're going to help rebuild and repair muscle tissue, all right? So if you're looking for a healthy snack that will help you stay energized and fit and healthy, then you're going to want to give these protein balls a try. Now, this recipe that we're going to be following today contains an easy 10-minute no-bake protein ball recipe. And you can take this with you on the go or just enjoy it at home as well, right? There's a variety of flavors that you can use in your protein balls. You don't have to go based off of what I'm sharing here today. But this one is going to be a classic. It's chocolate peanut butter. Now, because I'm family friendly, I'm actually going to show you how to make this classic in a family friendly way that you can actually have at home with your kids and send to school with your kids, for your kids, right? Now, I just realized that I'm missing one ingredient. So give me one moment to find that. Found it. We're all good. All right, so we're going to go ahead and start off with 1.5 cups of old-fashioned rolled oats. All right. Now I'm going to use my 1/2 cup measuring cup, so I'm going to put this in 3 times. 1, 2, and 3. Just like that. Then we're going to go ahead and put in an entire cup of all natural peanut butter. Now, I did actually just do a video on how to make your own pure nut butter, so you can go ahead and check that out. I will add the link to that for you. But because I'm family friendly, we're going to go with some alternatives here, okay? Now, if you are working around food restrictions such as allergies or school policies, then one of my favorite alternatives to a peanut butter is actually tahini, which is just ground up sesame seeds. And it's much more, I want to say, viscous, more liquid than a peanut butter. It's much more liquidy, you'll see, but it's really, really great and really tasty. So we're going to need a whole cup of this, all right? So we're going to go with 1/2 cup here. Pour that in. And we're going to go one more time. Now, tahini is actually a really great alternative to peanut butter because not only will it match it in its protein, but it's also really high in plant-based iron and plant-based calciums. So it's a really, really great alternative, especially if your children are following a dairy-free diet. Okay, we'll just get the rest of that out of there. There we go.
And I'm just going to scoop it out with this here. We're going to do a 1/4 cup of maple syrup. Now, if you're not vegan, of course, you could use honey with this. Now, if you are making this for young children, then you're going to want to make sure that that honey is pasteurized and you're not using raw honey. There we go. So I'm going to use maple syrup, which was the ingredient that I thought I had on the table and then saw I didn't. So we're going to go ahead and go with that. So a 1/4 cup. So my measuring cup here is a 1/2 cup. So I'm just going to eyeball half of that. It's a pretty forgiving recipe. If you get it wrong, just add a little bit more oats to bind it together. There we go. Just scoop that out. Then our next one is going to be 2 scoops of a family-friendly protein powder, chocolate, all right? So I'm using protein powder because it's really going to help boost the protein content in this, even though the oats and the tahini already have quite a good source of protein. We're going to go ahead and add a protein powder. Now, again, because I'm family-friendly, I will show you an alternative to this. So I'm using my favorite plant-based family-friendly protein powder in chocolate, Dutch chocolate. So go ahead and pour that in. So it says 2 scoops, so that was 1 scoop. And I'm actually just going to use a raw cocoa powder, which you can use entirely in place of protein powder if you don't have any at home, or if you don't have a family-friendly version. So you would just use 2 scoops of that instead. So roughly 60 grams or roughly almost a 1/2 cup. You can just kind of eyeball it, okay? Then we're going to go ahead and fold in 2 tablespoons of dairy-free, no sugar added chocolate chunks. Because who doesn't love chocolate chunks? Go ahead and pour that in. And we're going to give this whole thing a good stir. Now, raw cocoa powder does also have a lot of protein on its own. It also has a lot of iron. So if you're using cocoa powder instead of a family-friendly protein powder, then you're still getting plenty of nutrients off of that. If you'd like to know which protein powder I recommend, you can let me know in the comments and I can send you over some information about the ones that I recommend for families. And you can have a look at that. School friendly as well, so that's a big deal. And look at how this is coming together. Do you see how it's all starting to clump together and it's well incorporated? And I'm just going to take a quick drink. I'm very thirsty. And try not to swallow an ice cube. All right. So the next step is to make little balls out of it. That's simple. Or if you really want to do it the simple way, grab yourself a baking pan. Okay? You can do that now while you're watching if you're making this with me. And you can press this entire thing into your baking pan, put it in the fridge to firm up, and then you can slice it into granola bar sized servings. Or we can do it the fun way and make some balls. So I'm just going to use a 1 tablespoon scoop to scoop and fill, just like that. And then scoop them out into a container. You could also use like a melon baller for this, or if you've got some sort of cookie dough scoop, that would work as well, an ice cream scoop. Let's see how easy these come together. So easy, so tasty, so simple. And the best part too is that once these are made, you can put them in the freezer. So if you had an afternoon, you know, like a rainy afternoon or a really cold afternoon, and you're not too sure what to do with yourself, I'd recommend making a couple batches, different flavors, different varieties, different ingredients of protein balls, and pop them in the freezer because you can defrost them each week and have healthy, ready-made snacks that the whole family can eat, right? And it's actually a really great Christmas break activity to do as a family. And there's all kinds of flavors that you can do. I actually have an entire recipe book full of protein ball recipes. So if you would like a copy of that, it's totally free. It's an ebook, it's digital. I can go ahead and send that over to you. You can just let me know in the comments of this video that you'd like a copy of that, or you can reach out to me on my website, jenshealthyliving.ca, or on whatever platform you are watching me here. So if you're on YouTube, of course, you can go ahead and leave a comment below, and I can reach out to you, or if you're on my social media channels, same thing as well. And just look at how easy and simple these come together. You can make different sizes based on the size of your spoon or your scoop. On average, your protein balls will be roughly, maybe about an inch round. So one recipe could get you anywhere between 12 and 15 energy balls, which is great. This one I think is actually going to get us more because I'm doing slightly smaller energy balls or protein balls. Same difference, right? So, and that's it. So like I said, you can do this with a variety of flavors and ingredients. The firmer you pack it into the spoon or whatever you're using, the firmer your ball is going to be. Once you put it in the fridge, they will firm up and hold together better as well. Just like that. Some of my favorite other, alternative or flavor alternatives would be almond joy. So that one's made with almonds. Obviously, that one's not school friendly, so you would keep that one at home if there are no nut allergies. But other ones would be cinnamon raisin. That one is so good, almost like a no-bake cinnamon raisin cookie. My favorite. And there's so much more, right? Like there's like coconut bliss and all kinds of cool ones, apple cinnamon and whatever. So for more tasty protein ball recipes, you can grab your copy of my 5 favorite ones, 5 protein balls for ultimate energy. And I'm going to include the link to that here in the description of this video. And that's in addition to that recipe book that I was talking about. So you could actually have 2 recipe books of delicious protein ball recipes that you can give a try at home. And as I said, like they are a delicious and easy, convenient way for you to get more protein into your diet, have perfect on-the-go snacks, or as post-workout options, or of course, as munchies come in, you can be sitting on the couch in your jammies, munching away guilt-free. So whether you're looking for a quick and easy family snack, something that's gluten-free or something that's hormone-friendly, or you just want a delicious treat, these are an awesome idea. Right? So if none of those sound like what you're after, at least rest assured that they taste amazing. And so I encourage you today to go ahead and try this recipe that I just shared with you, and to let me know in the comments that you want a copy of that recipe book. And if you want the 5 recipes for ultimate energy, then you can go ahead and follow the link in the description of this video, and I will send it over to you right in your email, just like that. And either way, no matter what you're after, I guarantee you, it's change your life. Plus, they're so cheap to make. These ingredients barely cost me anything, and look at how many of them I'm getting out of here, right? So many. Way more than you get in the store for this cost. Any pre-made protein ball is likely to have a lot of extra fillers and stuff you probably don't want to be putting in your body or sharing with your kids. So there you have it. Thank you all so much for watching today. If you found this video helpful or you enjoyed this recipe, I encourage you to subscribe to my channel here on YouTube, or follow me on my social media channels, and like and share this video so somebody else can enjoy it as well. Thank you all so much for watching. As always, keep living healthy, one bite at a time. Bye, everybody.